Hi there, that's right, it's Nick Dutch and I'm back on the camera yet again for another delightful tarot reading. Now we've got a YouTube inquirer who I'm just going to, for the sake of argument, call White Horse. Now this particular character is someone who's currently living with her ex-husband, okay, due to an illness situation. And she's got lots of little questions and there's just a few of them I'm going to answer today. Now, she wants to know whether she's going to meet her soulmate. Now, as I'm sure I've mentioned before in previous readings, the word soulmate refers to the early stages of a relationship. Now, if you start building a relationship, you always know that the early stages, like the honeymoon phase of the new relationship, feels wonderful. You're always dancing on daffodils and it feels tremendous, okay? But that feeling in every circumstance always comes to an end, and at that point you've got to work hard with responsibility to turn it around into a life partner connection. Now what I can do is have a quick look to see whether a new quality of connection is going to come for you which is going to be beneficial to you and might lead up to that potential developments through starts to soulmates to life partner. Okay, we can have a quick look and just see what kind of thoughts, feelings and energies are associated with that. Just bear with me a second please, and I'll answer your other questions with the development of further readings. Now today I'm going to hold the cards up. I'm not going to lay the cards down because we've got a couple of little spreads to do for White Horse today, so we'll see what kind of meanings is coming through. It's completely random as before. Whilst I've been talking to you, I've been shuffling like mad. It's amazing these cards have actually, withstood all the pressure I put them in on a day-to-day basis. So the kind of signs I'm looking out for are signs relating to love, a sense of connection, a sense of happiness and joy, or possibly even, and this is the important one, a sense of pleasure. Now obviously there is a difference between pleasure and happiness, but often things start off in a very pleasant way and then you start to build up a certain level of understanding with the passage of time. Now the way that this reading is describing it is that there is a stable sense or feeling coming later on down the line, but that's towards the end of the reading, okay. Earlier on in the reading we do have some cup signs turning up, okay. The Princess of Cups often brings forth a sense of that new stage in a relationship. Time frame, it may be about 3 to 4 months down the line from now, so I'm not expecting it to happen anytime immediately, okay. Some people use the phrase anytime soon to mean like today, but I don't think it's going to be quite that soon. Alright, you've got a bit more time to come before it goes. So yes, you've got a waiting game to go through, but also a sense of preparing yourself. Now, as far as your situation with your ex-husband who you're currently living with is concerned, I'm going to do a separate spread and we're just going to see basically what the energy and vibe associated with that is. Basically using a relationship type reading. Bear with me a second please. Okay, well at the here and now, signs on your side, very descriptive of what you're going through. There's a sense of unhappiness and a sense of caution because you're just waiting for that great time when you can start to move forward and start making your life really, really worthwhile. Okay, so that's essentially the meaning on your side. On his side of the reading, he's expecting something from you. There's a sense there of a great deal of compassion, an almost miraculous feeling, a sense he's doing an awful lot of good for you. And I feel he would actually want to try and continue your relationship further forward, which is an interesting interpretation. The forces between you, and this is very interesting. The thing that actually defines the nature of the relationship itself is the Three of Cups. Now, if it was the Two of Cups, I'd say your relationship between yourself and your husband was very, very good indeed. If it was the One of Cups, I would say you'd have a soulmate connection with your husband, which you don't, as we've got the Three of Cups here, okay? So it feels more positive. But we got this, the third digit, so to speak, the third cup within the Three of Cups is talking about this other person who's coming into your life, which shows that level of distraction. I think that describes your relationship with your ex-husband perfectly. There is an awful lot of love there from your ex-husband. I just think that's something to think about. Progress with him. Well, there's some emotional difficulties there in your longer term future. The sense of there being defeats, that is if you choose to end a relationship with him. My recommendation would be to try and at least keep in touch with him, because he does have compassion for you. He may not be the best man in the whole wide world, but he's looking after you now because he loves you. Not just because he feels sorry for you or he's empathetic towards you. You asked a few other questions. You asked about your weight loss. Alright, now I don't actually read into medical matters or healthcare, childbirth and all the rest of that, but we can have a look at the other issue, and that's because you want to get a book made or a book published. Let's have a quick look to see whether we got any signs of success associated with that. Now, bear with me a second, please. Yet another spread for you. Aren't you a lucky girl? Well, there is a sense of there being a bit of risk and a bit of gamble about you at the moment, but despite the fact I've shuffled the cards very thoroughly, we've again got the pleasure signs, which I think is good portents for the future, okay? So there's some great possibilities out there, but because there's this sense of like game or risk or gamble, you may have to put in a lot of preparations to make this work out according to plan. Now, I'm not an expert on book publishing myself, but there may be other publishers to deal with, or other ways of doing things, and also maybe some self-promotion you could be doing. I'll have to just leave that with you for the moment. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, favourite and share, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon sometime.